one.
Hey everyone, it's Christina Barlan here for another edition of Inside the Inverted with Pulling Guard Zine. And so the last video I showed one drill that you could do with a partner on how to get comfortable with the position and the movement of going upside down or using the inverted guard. This is another drill that you can do at home without a partner. It's more of like a stretch around your neck, your upper back, shoulder area, because it's going to be really important whenever you go in inverted or upside down guard. You need to stay on the top part of your shoulders and on the top part of your neck. So all the pressure is going to be up here. You don't want any of your weight on your lower back or anything like that, because once you get flattened out, it gets really, really hard to perform the inverted guard because you need to get your hips up. That's where all your attacks are going to come from. That's where all your movement is going to come from. So this is more like a stretch, kind of like a movement. So if you're not that flexible, or you're a little wary about going upside down or doing the inverted, this is going to be a really good thing to do at home or at the gym, just by yourself, so you can get used to sitting in the actual upside down position or inverted position. So first things first, I'm going to start on my flat on my back, just because we're doing a guard. So for the most part, I'm going to be trying to always be on my side whenever I'm going to be doing any guard. Okay, so I'm assuming specifically since everything going to be showing as far as entry, it's going to be specifically from the reverse de la Riva. There's many different ways to enter into the inverted or upside down guard, but for the specific ones I'm going to be showing later on in the other videos, I'm going to be going from reverse de la Riva. Okay? So in this case, that means I'm going to be on my side. I'm assuming that this is going to be hooking onto the person's leg. This is my shield leg, keeping my distance. So when I first start turning over, I don't want to go flat. Okay? If I go flat, they're just going to crush me. So what I need to get used to doing is actually putting my weight on my shoulder and the top side part of my head and getting my hips up. So without using my hands, I'm actually just going to push up, post on my head, and then kind of push up here. Okay, this is going to help keep space. All right, so this is just the first half. So I need to be able to go from side to side. One, other side, two. Okay. So if I go from here, side, and side. So notice I'm really, really getting on my shoulder, on my head. I'm not doing this, okay? I'm really up on my shoulder, okay, and up on my head. Gets really comfortable here, okay? So once that gets comfortable, then you can start walking your feet up to the actual upside down inverted position. Very important here, I need my hips high. Okay, again, if my hips or my lower back is touching the ground, it's going to be really hard for my toes to touch the mat behind me, especially if I'm not flexible. I am flexible, I'm very lucky in that. But if you're not, you're going to have to work a little harder to make sure you get to that position. So that means as soon as I turn over, I got to keep my hip up to push so I can get my toes on the mat. Again, as soon as I lower my hips, this is what's going to happen. Even though I'm really flexible, I still can't get my toes there. So hips up and get used to it. From here, I can start switching my head from side to side. Side to side. Now I'm on the other side. So post, push up, walk the leg. Okay? Back and out here, okay? Post, walk, 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 post, and down. You can do this as much as you want at home to get comfortable. I would prefer sitting with your toes on the mat a little bit. If you want, you can even just hang out here, try to go side to side, switching your head position, and then go down, just to stretch out. So that's my final drill that you can do to help with the inverted. Hopefully it helps out. Use this in combination with the one I used that I showed last week. And then the next video we'll start entering into our attacks. Until then, happy training.